Hey guys, it's Running the Paleo Dude, and welcome back to another unboxing and review video. Today we'll be taking a look at the Comic-Con exclusive Doctor Wu lab set. This one came in its Mattel Creations box. The last set I got, I think the Dilophosaurus set, it had an extra box layer of protection, so it's gonna be interesting to see what condition it is in, because I think this was just dropped off on my porch, which was very cold. I don't know if it got wet or not, but look at that little Jurassic Park logo on the top. Or not logo, it's the just text. Classic Jurassic Park logo there. We got to the 30th anniversary on the side, and then 30th anniversary on the front and or back. I think this is the front. Mattel Creations logo, another Jurassic Park 30th. Looks like there's a little bit of tape to cut. It's actually relatively small compared to some of the other sets we've been getting recently, which was surprising. When I first saw the box, I was like, oh, so there's this plastic tab taped to the flap, and when you pull it, it pulls it out of there, which I guess activates the batteries to the power and light function. That's actually pretty neat. So there's the back. It's got the Jurassic Park logo etched in rock, like we see in the visitor center decor. And then we've got these doors. They kind of remind me of like opening, what do you call it? Like a the icebox room doors, or a like a cabinet with sciencey stuff, but I think they're meant to be like the lab doors, but the handles just remind me of like, you know, like a storage unit handle. Oh, I kind of gotta bend it actually. So the flaps open and they're kind of on these creases that you gotta open up a little bit. Oh, that don't feel right, but there we go. Open that up. We've got the computer on one side. We've got a helix, double helix, whatever, on the computer. All these old computers, railing, some stuff on the shelf back there. We've got a staircase, again with the dinosaur bone rock wall decor. And then in the center, we've got a little, I guess, nest egg holding station thing with a little egg on it. Dr. Wu luckily has the clipboard attached to the hand. There's a pencil, though, which isn't attached to the hand. Very weird. This is a larger item. You'd expect it to be separate and the pencil be like a handheld thing, because pretty sure the Hammond collection Grant came with the raptor claw as part of the hand, and it was around that size. We got Mr. DNA, and then additional set of hands. So let's press the power button and see what features it has.
It's a velociraptor. Just one drop of your blood contains billions of strands of DNA.
Oh, I love the lights. So white light down on him, and then blue light down on Mr. DNA.
There's no unauthorized breeding in Jurassic Park. Bingo. Dino DNA. Perfect timer. And now, we can make a baby dinosaur. It's really not that difficult. A DNA strand like me is a blueprint for building a living thing. It's a velociraptor.
Okay, that's interesting.
And now, we can make a baby dinosaur.
The audio's kind of raspy. It's very loud, too, but, I don't know. It's been like that for a few of the sets. I guess it's hit or miss. Some of the sets I have, like, it doesn't sound too bad, the dialogue and stuff. Like,
No, the No, that's crazy. You're out of your mind. He's absolutely out of his mind.
So I'm not sure if it's the actual like box that makes it raspy or if they recorded it like that. But I kind of like it. It kind of reminds me of like watching it on VHS, just the quality of the audio. So it's cool that the lab kind of folds out into like a playset type thing. Now hopefully we can get the plastic out. I'm not sure. This seems to be stuck in there, so I don't know how we're going to work around this. Maybe the floor comes out. Though I don't really want to. Is it stuck in anywhere? We popped Mr. DNA out. Interesting procedure to try and get this out. Let's just pop everyone out first, and we can figure it out. Woo's stuck in there with some rubbery bands. Maybe we're meant to remove the bottom. I'm going to attempt it, and we're gonna see what happens. There's a little bit of tape on the bottom, so. There we go. Pull the bottom down. Oh, we're just gonna remove the entire thing, I guess. I mean, how else do we get the plastic off? Like, it seems to be stuck in there. Also, here's the sound box with the lights outside.
There's no unauthorized breeding in Jurassic Park. Just one drop of your blood contains billions of strands of DNA.
Okay. And now what? So the plastic is held in back here. We just have to pull these tabs down, fold them down, and then slide it through the slot. That should be fine. There we go. Oh, this box removal is extra difficult. Tapes down there? What's going on down there? This last part's a bit troublesome. Bear with me. There we go. Okay, now we'll put the guts back in. And this is interesting. It's got these kind of these side thingies. The floor reminds me of this. I think, yeah, they're the same size and everything, so it's just like a retool of this. But it has some weird, like you put some paper thing in there. And I'm not sure what that's for, because this is a bit too wide for it, in terms of fitting something in. And the instructions don't give any help on what the heck it's supposed to be for. Maybe these instructions will say. Nope, it's just all words. And I think this, oh my goodness, this set, okay, so it's just a retool of this, the outhouse set. You can see that is meant for the outhouse damaged sides to slot in for some reason. That's so weird. But they didn't retool it entirely because it doesn't have pegs, seeing as it's a roof. So I guess you could use it as a stand.
A DNA strand like me is a blueprint for building a living thing.
But, like, obviously, since it doesn't have character pegs or any sort of, like, additional things, you're gonna not want to use it as a stand. So I'm gonna stick it back in here as the roof. And then I'm gonna put the box back on over it. Or I guess I'll put it down in first. This is going to be a bit tricky.
It's really not that difficult. Bingo. Dino DNA.
And just like that, fix the box back up. There we go. Lab is put back together, and
It's a velociraptor.
has that fun lighting.
And now we can make a baby dinosaur.
Let's get the pencil out. It's a little tricky. It's under the tape. Okay, and then egg. And then the gloved hands. 1, 2. Oh, we just lost one. Okay. Let's pan this down a little bit. So, Dr. Wu has incredible articulation in his legs. They can now rotate like this. I think most Hammond collections, like Steven Spielberg, Spielberg's legs can't bend at the thigh, like they can't rotate, so this is new. Usually, I think all figures for Hammond collection previously didn't have this feature, but you can rotate it now at the thigh. And then, of course, they've got the knee joint with the two. Bending this, it kind of opens this crease up a lot. Uh-oh. So that it has its pros and cons, I guess. It's not necessary to have this rotation in the legs, but it's nice. It's just also you get these like pretty big gaps when you try and, you know, bend them, since it's a smaller figure, so kind of opens it up a bit. But not too bad. I like the wrinkling details on the outfit. Of course, the shoes also have a bit of articulation. You can rotate them around, and they can go up and down too. You can see they're on a joint as well. You can do the splits and all that jazz. He's got the rotational torso, so that's also a ball joint. You can rotate it around in different ways. Very detailed little card there on the chest. Even painted the buttons. And the arms have the typical articulation. No additional kind of sliding thing. They're a little stiff. I don't want to force them or anything, but they do need to be kind of loosened up a bit. There we go. Gently. I'll put the pencil in his hand because I'm afraid I'm going to lose that thing. It's so tiny. It's also pretty bendy. So since it's not stiff, it makes it a little harder to get it in his grasp. There we go. Push it down a bit. There's nothing but the bands on the back of the legs for back detail. I like that like seam going down. Pretty cool. And his face detailing is great. The checkboard thing has blood all over it? Question mark. I wonder if that's like from the baby dinosaur embryos having, you know, blood when they hatch, or not, you know, like, kind of weird that there's blood on his, unless that's a red marker or pen, but I mean, he's got a pencil, so interesting choice. If it was a single item and wasn't attached to his hand, it would be cool because you could just have that lying on a table, you know, after like a dinosaur attack or in the abandoned facility. But since it's attached to his hand, the blood doesn't make too much sense. Unless I missed this detail in the movie where there was blood on his kind of like little checklist thing. So I don't know. I'll have to rewatch it and see, but it's interesting that they chose to do that. So he can stand there. I wish the table was a bit more concave so the egg would sit in there a little bit better. It's just flat, but the egg itself doesn't have anything to stand on. So, oh, it just rolled off too. And it being made out of paper doesn't help either because it's not really that even of a field, a plane. So yeah, I'll just put the hands off to the side. Mr. DNA is lightweight, a little bendy. His paint job's decent. It's interesting how they made him. I think the head doesn't rotate, I don't think. I don't know, it's bendy. I might just be breaking it, oh my goodness. But yeah, the mouth is printed on, the eyes are painted, rest of the body's painted. It's a nice figure, and I'm glad we finally have Mr. DNA as a scaled model. I guess he's a bit big. I don't know. Maybe that is proper size in terms of like how accurate he's supposed to be scale wise, but it's an interesting choice because I wasn't expecting him, but I wasn't expecting Steven either. So having these figures in the collection is quite neat, and they're very unique in that sense that they're not really something you would expect to be made as figures. But since Jurassic is expanding the franchise and running out of, I guess, toy ideas because they're making hundreds a year, that eventually we're just going to see every little character and Easter egg get made. And I'm completely happy with that because it just means more photography opportunities and things that look nice on the shelf. But it's cool that they could include both these characters finally in a set. I do like the way the set's laid out, and the price range was perfect for it. I just wish that clipboard was a separate piece so other characters could hold it, but I'm sure I could just interchange the hand with whatever Hammond collection character. And it's cool we get a lab set too. That's really neat. Very reminiscent of that creator content exclusive Camp Cretaceous box with the lab. I think it had something similar, like a table or something. So it's pretty neat. And I love the little eggs in the background and the Brachiosaurus silhouette there from the movie. That's another cool little scene. So yeah, one step closer to recreating every scene in the movie. One San Diego Comic-Con exclusive at a time, or New York Comic-Con exclusive. Can't remember which one this one was, but yeah. So I hope you guys enjoyed this review. Be sure to check out my previous videos. I've done a few more Comic-Con exclusive unboxings recently, and I'll probably do a comparison video later down the road with some of the other sets. So I'm looking forward to that. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you all in the next video. Bye-bye.